Yo everyone, and welcome to another video. So today we're going to be talking about assets versus liabilities. We're going to be talking about what an asset is, what a liability is, and what is the difference between the two. So if you enjoy this sort of video, another video on the financial fitness playlist, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, before we get started, an app I use to help me plan out all my videos or to schedule my days or to organise stuff is Evernote. Evernote is basically an app where you can make notes, you can do scheduling, you can do organising, and it just helps you structure your day or structure your tasks, whatever you got to do in that day. So I'll leave a link to Evernote in the description down below if you want to download the app to make your life a little bit easier. Yeah, so what is an asset? An asset is something which puts money into your pocket every single month or something which appreciates in value. By definition, an asset is something which produces economic value, and examples of an asset could be a buy-to-let mortgage or buy-to-let property, dividend-paying stocks, it could be a Rolex, or your biggest asset is yourself. Yeah, so the examples of an asset we just given there, the first one was a buy-to-let home, a buy-to-let property, a buy-to-let mortgage. The reason a buy-to-let property is a asset is because every single month, if it's cash flowing anyway, every single month you will be coming away with a profit. So let's say you have a mortgage for £400 a month, you rent the property out for £600 a month, there is a 200% margin, not 200%, sorry, a £200 margin. So every single month, £200 will be going back into your pocket, which makes the buy-to-let property an asset. Also, this asset does appreciate in value over time. So it would fall in both categories of appreciating value and also putting money into your pocket every single month. Yeah, so the next example which we spoke about was a dividend-paying stock. So a dividend-paying stock, for example, Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola pay out $1.68 per share. So if you have 10 of these shares, you will be getting paid $16.80. A dividend-paying stock, the only reason I mentioned a dividend-paying stock is because not only does it appreciate in value, it also pays you out the dividend. Whereas if you had just a stock, it would only appreciate in value and you wouldn't be getting the annual payout. Yeah, so the next example which you said was a Rolex. This could be not just a Rolex, but it could be any other luxury watches. So a lot of people, not only to wear, but do buy Rolexes or other luxury watches as an asset, as they do increase in value over time. Yeah, so the final example which we give was yourself, which is the main important asset. So if you invest in yourself, you are your biggest asset. So if you improve your skills, if you make yourself more knowledgeable, make yourself a better person, it's all going to benefit you in the long run. So that's why I believe you are your biggest asset. Yeah, so what is a liability? Oppositely to an asset, a liability is something which takes money out of your pocket every single month or something which depreciates in value. By definition, well, I'm going to have to read it off the iPad because I'm not going to be able to remember the actual definition word by word. So by definition, a liability is the future sacrifices of economic benefits that the entity is obliged to make to other entities as a result of past transactions or other pasts. Yeah, so examples of a liability could be your car, luxury items, loans, or a controversial one, your home. Yeah, so starting off with your car, as soon as you buy a car, more than likely, if it's not a really old car, it's going to depreciate in value as soon as you purchase it. So let's say you buy a Range Rover for 50 grand. As soon as you drive it out of the car dealership, it's going to depreciate in value. And then year on year, it's going to slowly come down and it's going to get less and less in value. So that is why it's a liability for one. Plus, you've got to pay for petrol, you've got to pay for insurance. If it's a finance car, you've got to pay for your finance every month. So it's clear it falls under both categories. It takes money out of your pocket every month and it also depreciates in value. Yeah, the next example was a loan, which is pretty self-explanatory. A loan you're paying back every month, plus you've also got to pay interest back on the loan. So say you get a £10,000 loan, you would pay the monthly cost back towards that £10,000 plus added value from the interest. Yeah, so luxury items, so clothing, shoes are all liabilities. As soon as you buy them, you're not going to be able to resell, if you've bought them and worn them, after you've worn them, you're not going to be able to resell them for the same value as what you bought them at retail price. Obviously, unless you're reselling shoes or something like that, you're not going to be able to resell the shoes or the clothes or other luxury items for a higher price, it's going to depreciate as you buy it, which makes it a liability. Also now with things coming in like Klarna, where you can pay for items over per month, you can pay it off in monthly fees. Like I said, it's going to be taking money out of your pocket every single month, and it's also going to be depreciating in value. Yeah, so now the controversial one, your home is a liability. Obviously, many people are going to probably argue with this, and it is a big debate whether your home is a liability or not, which is why I put the buy to let property in the assets and your home in the liabilities. The reason I put your home in the liabilities is because, yes, over the time, property will come up in value, but when you think about what you're actually paying out every month, so you're paying your mortgage payments, you're paying your water, you're paying your electric, you're paying your gas, you're paying your Wi-Fi, you might be paying your Sky, you're paying your food. There's many different things which come out of your pocket every single month. Obviously, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just putting it under the category of liability because of the monthly expenses that you will be paying because of your home. Yeah, so you've got tangible assets, intangible assets, current assets and fixed assets. Then liabilities, you've got non-current and current liabilities. I'm going to do a whole separate video talking about what these mean and also where on the balance sheet they would fall. So yeah, that's this video wrapped up. If you do enjoy this video and took away any knowledge from this video, don't forget to smash the like button, comment down below, and don't forget, as always, subscribe to the channel. So I'll see you lot in the next video.